Okay, you can see what we're about to do. This is going to be an unboxing of my latest BizzBaits order. This is an order that was part of their Black Friday promotions. So I went ahead and got one of the purchase levels that got me a free t-shirt. So I was looking to do this. I would usually buy this much stuff anyway in preparation for the spring. So these are going to be items that I'm going to use for the spring. So I got the new t-shirt, kind of a tan cream color, light cream color. But look at that logo, that design for the small fry spinning lure and that bass sweeping up to get that lure. Gorgeous design. And that's what happens when you throw that too. Had it happen a couple of times already this year. Then it also included a BizzBaits zip up plastic, clear plastic lure bag. So I can throw in my soft plastics on this when I go to the trip to Florida. That's going to be nice. And of course, got to buy some small plastics if you're going to do that. But in the process of buying the small plastics and doing all that, they also sent me a BizzBaits 3/8 ounce buzzbait with the white skirt. And that will be great to pair up with like a white cutter crawl or a white Ned Dizzy. And white Ned Dizzy does well on this as well with the cutter crawl or just as is. And this is a small fry. This is the natural shad color. The one I've been throwing and I had such great success over the last 2 trips was the white out version where the top and the bottom blades were whited out, painted white. The center one was chrome. They had a solid white head with a solid white skirt and they were crushing it. I believe I used a like a little swim shad type profile lure on that one with a little purple in it, something to give it some contrast. And in the pond, the lake I was fishing, that was the perfect combination. It really worked out well. And then the other deal was, let's see here, supposed to be something else in here. Oh yeah. So got a pair of braid cutters, line cutters. Also a BizzBaits All-American Bass decal. And then their new pumpkin, this is our fall color that they release only in the fall. Got some sassy sticks in that. That again, around here especially, will do really well in the ponds and the lakes around here. But in preparation for the spring, in preparation for the trip, especially for Florida with my son, this is what I ended up investing in here. So definitely, if you're going to go to Florida, you definitely have to get big worms. So I went ahead and invested in some Mag Dizzies in black, all right? And then also got some Mag Dizzies in the June bug color. Those colors are going to be phenomenal in Florida. Big worms, big bass. Throw that on like a 4/0 or a 5/0 offset hook. Probably put like a 1/4 ounce or maybe an 1/8 ounce slip sinker on it. And then just speed roll it through there. And let it, just tickle across the top of the grass. And so many times that has produced some really big bass down there. Something about that worm in Florida, the bass love it. They love it. Speaking of worms, also going to have some backups to throw. So what I usually do is I'll bring always a June bug color. Yeah, that's the June bug color in the sassy stick. Okay. Got that. And then this time I picked up some icicle color. Okay. So those are when I'm throwing the buzzbait and they blow up on it and miss. I'll have that and that June bug as a backup that I can flip out there with a spinning rod and then pick up those that miss and just let it slow sink. Usually a weightless Texas rig on a 4/0 or a 5/0 offset hook. Just enough weight to let it come down a little faster, but it's just going to get that nice shimmy coming down. And usually it doesn't take long to get down to the bottom. It won't even hit the top of the grass in some cases. Bass will be back up and hitting it, especially if you throw it right where they blew up. Also going to bring some watermelon candy. One of my favorite go-to colors, a good brim imitator color-wise. And then the green pumpkin with the blue flake. I love that as well, especially in that tannic water. When it's just a little off, not quite clear, get about 2 or 3 feet of clarity. That works really well there as well. So those are going to be my sassy stick backups to throw in, and then I'll probably pitch them a few times as well. See what else we got in here. We have got, oh yeah, so I was talking about BuzzBaits. So my favorite buzzbait right now, the buzz frame, is the dinner bell from BizzBaits. I've had so much success with that here in the last few months, the last part of the summer. Buzzbait does really well down in Florida. When the bass are on it, they're on it. Okay, and I like to throw it one of two ways. I'm either going to throw it with the skirt. I'll use that with the Ned Dizzy, but that dinner bell, I like using a larger profile soft plastic on it. So what I'll end up doing on that is I'll go with the Pad Daddies. And the reason I picked this one is it's got the watermelon color on the top, but then it's got the white on the bottom with the specks. So this way I can flip it. So if it's a tannic water, low light situation, I can run the watermelon on the bottom side of that lure. So that'll be facing down to that's what the bass would see. And just a little tinge of white on the edges. But if it's bright sunlight, the water's clear, and they're busting the surface on shad, then I'm going to throw it with the white side down. Okay. And in that way, I can attract them on that. So dual function that way. Don't have to buy as many lures, don't have to carry as many lures, but I get the effect of both colors. And then, of course, I'm going to have black. When it's low light, dusk, dawn, just dark water, this is a perfect bait to be throwing on a buzz bait. Or just throw it on a keel-weighted, throw either one of them on a keel-weighted offset hook. And just below that surface, make those legs thump and plop across the top of that surface. Drives them wild. So, and then that's the stuff I picked up for the trip to go down to Florida. Just the basic stuff we're going to take down. And then I want to pack a box and put some topwater walkers and poppers in there. Maybe a couple of whopper ploppers. But we're going to focus on topwater for the most part. A couple of soft plastics. I'll bring some crawl lures. I picked up some flipping hooks as well, so I can throw some of those crawl lures, flip them into grass and things of that nature. I'll bring like 2 rods with me. One bait caster with 17-pound Vicious Fishing fluorocarbon, and then another spinning reel, 2000 series or 3000 series that'll have 15-pound braid and either 10 or 12-pound mono or fluorocarbon leader on it as well. So those I can throw like the popper on there. I can throw these sassy sticks, weightless, things of that nature, and be able to do that and have kind of a finesse environment for that. It'll be really easy to get out there. Now, the guy that I use when I go down is Justin Macon of Macon Big Bass Memories. So if you look him up on Instagram, Facebook, it's Macon, M-A-K-I-N, Big Bass Memories, all one string. Phenomenal guide, okay? He knows just about all the waters, all the lakes around there. He's very comfortable with them, very efficient with the water, knows where to go, what to throw, when to throw it, to where you can be successful when you go out with him on your trip. He does live bait. He'll bring out shiners, or you can do artificial, or you can mix it up, okay? If you want to bring a couple of rods like I'm going to do, you can do that and then alternate from the shiners to that. He does half-day trips and full-day trips. Usually brings water and stuff. You bring your lunch and stuff like that. If you want to bring some extra drinks, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, it's just a matter of you're going to pay him for the time you're going to be out there, have your Florida fishing license and your driver's license with you. That's it. You go out there. He's got the PFDs on the boat. You don't even have to bring your own PFD. So you can go out and have some fun, enjoy some great bass fishing in Central Florida. Some of the best bass fishing waters in Florida, right around that Kissimmee, St. Cloud area. Take advantage of it if you get a chance. And if you're going to go down there, definitely look up Justin, Making Big Bass Memories, Instagram and Facebook. So here, I also stocked up for a couple of things here in my area. And the 2 things that I picked up for here, besides what you saw, because they all work well here as well. is PB&J. This is probably one of my favorite colors. They've been super, super productive this year. I picked up some baby cutter crawls. These make really great small flipping lures. Like if I'm in a pond environment or a small lake, I can pair this up with, as low as a 1/4 ounce or as big as like a, 3/4 ounce weight around here. If I'm down there in Florida, I can go as high as, like a 1 ounce. And then I also got the Dizzy Diamonds. This is basically their version of a floating worm or trick worm, but I got it in that peanut butter and jelly. So very excited to get those. That contrast of the purple and that pumpkin seed type brown color, it's really good. I love these on a shaky head. Okay, well, they're both going to shaky head, but I really like the Dizzy Diamonds on a shaky head, and that's what put them on the map. So that's my shipment for Black Friday promotion. Again, thanks for watching. Check out the CLS Notes tournament trail that's coming up. The tournament trail begins February 1st in 2025. It's our 5th year, coming into our 5th year. A lot of sponsors have stepped up. You need to check out the CLS Notes 2025 playlist to see all the information about the sponsors and what they're putting up for the 2025 season. Also, registration will begin, I think, as early as January the 3rd. Take advantage of that. Get in early. Take advantage of that Wrangler subscription through Fishing Chaos. So it'll help cover all the processing fees for any and all tournaments that you sign up for in Fishing Chaos throughout the 2025 year. It's a great way to save some money. So if you fish a lot of different tournaments, especially if you double or triple down on certain weekends, weekend kayak tournaments, boat tournaments, things of that nature, but you're also fishing mine, you can have all the codes on your length boards and be able to have that fish count in multiple events. But there's processing fees for the entry fees that are paid on each of those events. The Wrangler subscription covers all those processing fees. And let's see, what did I leave out? I don't think there was anything else left, but just wanted to say, also BizzBaits discount code for 2024, our elite members for 2024, you can still take advantage of that. Even though that Black Friday sale is over, you can still take advantage of that exclusive discount through BizzBaits using that code through their website for the remainder of this month. I think they do it all the way up through the 30th. So stock up for the spring, get yourself something nice for Christmas. Check out that dinner bell, okay? That's just been a phenomenal lure for me this year. It's a great way to pair up. It's just an open frame. You can put whatever soft plastic you want on it, and it's just a phenomenal lure. It makes a very loud, unique sound when it's coming through that water. And they pummel it. I mean, they just hit it hard. So thank you all again for watching. Stay tuned for hopefully another trip coming up very, very soon. Would love to get in one more trip before the end of the year and maybe put that on video. So stay tuned, and as always, tight lines.